Good morning. It's still morning, technically, when I'm filming this. Let's see. So today is the first day of weight reduction for my boxing training. And I, not last night, but the afternoon before. So today's the 27th of January 2021. So it would be the afternoon of the 25th of January 2021. A cold front started moving in. And it's something that didn't used to be a problem, and then when I moved to California, the temperatures were different enough that I would start to get, it's not like I have a flu, and it's not like I'm sick, but it's a temperature in my body readjusting to the temperature kind of drop or spike, and so it's a cold. That's kind of how I would maybe classify a cold for myself, and so my body, because there's no coughing, there's no sniveling, there's no nasal congestion, there's that kind of stuff, like the stuff, no sore throat, no vomiting, no nothing like that. And so it's just very much like chills, maybe a little shivers, and kind of sensitive skin and that kind of thing, which for me, that's kind of what a cold is. There may or may not be a temperature component. It's not the coronavirus, it's not the flu, it's just a cold. It's still sapping of energy a little bit, not as bad as a flu though. So we'll see. It might take me a few days to recover. In biology class in high school, I learned something that changed my life when it came to getting sick, and that was that one's body needs more fuel when fighting off an infection or a virus or something like that. And so it's actually, if you normally eat a certain number of calories, if you actually eat, I think it was some amount of, like, if you double it, the number of calories you're supposed to eat in a day, you can fight off the infection really fast. And I was like, well, yeah, that's a lot for my tummy, especially if I'm not feeling well. But I try to, my baseline, like zero activity when I get a cold or the flu or something like that, is I try for at least about 2,000 calories a day. And I find, it rocked my world. Biology class can rock my world anyway. And so I implemented that in my life, and my eating at least 2,000 calories a day is like the difference between, if I'm at that or higher, I will typically recover in 2 to 4 days. If even if it's like the flu, or is the flu, and if I'm under that, it typically takes me about 2 or 3 weeks to recover. So there's a huge, even if I don't feel like eating and I kind of just go to whatever I eat, I have found that pushing myself to eat when I'm sick actually results in a much faster recovery time. That can be 2 to 4 days versus 2 to 3 weeks. So that can be over 2 weeks less time being sick. And for me, at least, some people I know use being sick as a chance for weight loss, and so they purposefully don't eat very much food. I'm kind of more on the other end of, I need to be active, so I don't really go the eating not very much. And then there's some people who just can't force themselves to eat more, or don't know that little trick, or maybe it doesn't work for them. But I'm just sharing that because it's affecting, eating a little bit more than the Tanis diet, or trying to anyway, to get over this cold a little bit faster. It's just kind of energy draining, as I mentioned. Been in bed most of the time, not really enough energy to do my cardio and my strength training, so I'm just going to put that on hold, focus on eating a little bit more, not being active, so all of the energy that I get from the food, all the fuel, I can think of it as like a fuel, goes to fighting off my cold. So yeah, that's a little health update on my end, and my methodology or strategy to getting over things just like the common cold or a flu, that kind of thing. So have a great rest of your day.